Hey, this is Jared, just quickly popping in at the start here to say that you can always find the newest episodes of Pulp Panic on your podcast streaming site of choice before they pop up here on YouTube. Have fun. Don't be fools out there.
I was on the waiting list for weeks for this class. I'm so excited.
We're already 3 weeks in.
Yeah, I know.
All
I have a
right.
lot of catching up to do. Can I copy your notes?
All right, class, Unit 3, the Gangs of Horseburg. This is usually everybody's favorite unit, but let's start us out. What do people know?
That was about, like, printing stamps for money, right?
Sort of. Do we know anything else?
I heard that that being a horse bookie was legal up until the 1960s. That's pretty recent.
Yeah, okay.
Wasn't there a guy named Skinny Willie? Because he had like a skinny penis.
So, yes, that is essentially why I asked. Everybody knows the story. Thank you, Miss Sackhoff. However, the real history behind William Deema, which is Skinny Willie's real name, he seemed to only get that name posthumously.
Welcome to Pulp Panic, a fiasco actual play podcast as an anthology of deception, debauchery, and desperation. Pulp Panic's not for the faint of heart, and any content warnings can be found in our episode description. This month's issue of Pulp Panic is titled The Bettor's Feud, a tale of generational gambling and grifts, where rival families try to take the lead in the race for absolute control of the town. Win or lose, they will risk it all.
Our setup makes us look like we think 5G is actually a problem. Like, our setup is so like...
It is a little. Okay, what is up with that soundproofing on top of the light?
You know how loud lights are? You know how loud light travels, Moss?
I
Come
wasn't
on.
sure where to put it, and I set it aside, and then I forgot about it. Fuck!
What's going on over there?
And welcome back to Pulp Panic, a real play fiasco podcast that is an anthology of deception, debauchery, and desperation. This is Act 2 of our Horse Fever, which we do not have a name yet. Future me, can you yell it out?
The Bettor's Feud!
Thank you. My name is Jared, and in today's episode, I am playing Fredrick Fillion. And as a little vignette, in my last vignette, I mentioned circus betting. And what circus betting is where sort of like the really desperate like gambling addicts go and they bet on if a circus performer is going to have an accident or not. So what Fredrick does on some Saturday nights, or more like afternoons, is he'll sneak backstage into circuses and then start tampering with equipment to fix some bets.
At the circus.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's my vignette. Lucci.
Hi, I'm Lucci. And also, this episode, I am playing William Deema, my boss's right-hand man, and currently head over heels in love with my boss's daughter.
That is, head over heels is accurate of what, the state he is currently in.
Trying to, my head, and also literally, last time we saw him, his heels were over his head.
Most likely, yes.
Yep.
That's what happens when you fall, usually.
Oh no, when you fall in love, and when you fall off a building.
What's the difference?
Yeah, so...
Am I right?
Oh, my vignette is, because I feel like we've seen William being pretty serious because he's, on the clock. When he's off the clock, if you, just catch him on the weekend, go by the horse track, and you might see him on his bike, lined up with the horses right before they go off, because he wants to see if he can beat them on that first straightaway on his bike. And he hasn't yet, but he swears he's getting faster every day. Every time he does it, he swears he gets a little bit closer to them.
Oh.
He's nowhere near it, but, he's only 18 and he has a long life ahead of him. So eventually he'll be just as fast. And to my right
I feel bad.
You should. Okay.
Yeah, you keep interrupting our friend.
Keep interrupting your victim, too. Okay, and to my right is...
My name is Moss, and I play Alta Asgerson. the new in town crime lord in the wings, waiting to take over. And for my vignette, I'm gonna go to a specific day about 10 years ago where Alta, she would have been a bit younger. She would have been 40 or so at this point. Tucks in her 8-year-old daughter in the middle of the night and walks 2 miles through a cornfield to the nearby town where the Fillion family was drinking and celebrating after the joint heist they made with the Asgerson family. In the dead of night, when half of them had been passed out, she goes in and she slits the throat on all of the Fillion family. A couple of them woke up towards the end, and so she guns those guys down as well. She takes the 2 stereotypes for the $100 bills, soaks it in the blood, and stamps one of them onto the door frame and walks home in the middle of the night.
Dramatic.
Wow, that's what happened. That's what the thing they referenced.
Yeah. And after that killing, there's an even bigger killing, which is all the Asgersons.
Except for me and my daughter.
Yeah. And who knows why they survived? God?
It was
Oh.
definitely God.
That's what they think.
Ooh. What happened in the last act? There was
I almost got laid.
William.
I mean, you were naked. Like, did you
We
not get
didn't-
laid? Did
nope.
you just...
no.
We're not married.
No,
Also, we're not married.
I never got to interject this. Miss Paris had her clothes on. It was only William naked.
That is so bad, though, that if William just went and got naked...
She was
like,
okay with. She was okay with
You
it.
could be okay with it.
Yeah, okay.
It's
I feel
only,
like that's tricky.
It's only a sin if she takes her clothes off. They like to be dirty and clean.
We're different. We're an odd couple.
Opposites attract, they say.
Yeah, honestly, yes, they are very opposite.
William almost got laid, but then was so distracted by horniness that he messed up a big betting opportunity for his boss. And
Yeah, I've been my character's at least been trying to fix that mess for the last episode. And part of that is...
Nearly fixed it.
Nearly fixed it because something weird happened at the race. Someone sabotaged our sabotage. We got double sabotage, and that's how Alta met an old rival for the first time in a while.
Me.
Fillions versus the Asperger.
Oh, no.
What's your fucking last name?
Asgerson.
Oh,
It's very easy.
nah, man. I'm not a fan of Thor like that. I don't care what planet he's from.
All of Scandinavia is some fucking shit Marvel made up.
Oh no, did I just make some enemies?
Yeah, it was Fredrick Fillion. He had counter sabotage stuff, but then also placed a bet actually with William to try to see if any of the money that he won back would match the stolen stereotypes of the $100 bills, which they did. And he also learned that Alta was alive through his grandma in prison, and Alta has been torturing people. Or I guess William.
Well, William just needed a little check-in.
Yeah. And then Fredrick checked in on William again, and on a confrontation on the roof.
No, I checked in on you. I definitely found you.
It's debatable. Historians say it
Yeah?
was many different things.
Who biked to whose place?
There's a
Bruh.
confrontation on the roof where William had the upper hand, and then Alta got there. Fredrick used his hand to pull William off the roof. We determined at the end of last episode that the tilts were guilt, a showdown, and innocence. Somebody is not so innocent after all. So those will show up in some way, shape, or form. And that is where we ended it. That about everything?
That's about everything.
That's about
Yep.
everything. It only
Go
took
listen to it. Fuck you.
It only took us.
Who would
2.5
start
hours that
this
time.
without listening to the first one?
Yeah. You go back. Oh,
Unless the second one's an absolute banger. Don't waste your time.
Also, as a little bit of a checkup for where our dice are at, we have 4 bad dice and 2 good dice. So things are most likely going to turn very sour and step in some dookie.
things went really well last time.
Things went well. Everyone kind of got what they wanted, except, well, here's the thing.
I feel like none of us have what they want.
Things went really well for me, but I currently have 2 bad die. What dice do you have, Moss?
I have 2 good dice.
Lucci, what dice do you have?
Too good.
And for one quick announcement this week, my movie is available right now. Wabiso Wetlands, An Invitation to Wonder. We'll leave a link for it in the description. It will be available until the 27th of April. So you have about a month. If you're interested, Renee, who you hear texting Jared sometimes, helped animate it. It's a documentary about wetlands. So if that's something you're interested in, check it out. There'll be a link in the description.
Act 1, Scene 1. Act 2, Scene 2. Act 2, Scene 1.
Third time's the charm.
Act 2, Scene 1. Lucci, will you establish or resolve?
I'm going to establish.
Okay.
We open on a fresh-faced 15-year-old William. He's standing outside of a building, holding a bunch of newspapers over his shoulder, and he's just like, "Ma'am, I would love to help you and stand outside this building, but I just have so many papers I need to deliver still. It's my first day, and
How many papers left?
20 papers."
I got $1 for each of them. And she pulls out a $20 bill and stuffs it in your overall front pocket.
Oh my god, that's... Oh, okay.
Distract anybody.
This door is guarded.
Thank you. And she goes in.
You're not doing anything shady, right?
The door slams shut.
Okay. I'm gonna stay in here. Yeah. No one. Someone walks past. "Hello, sir. I'm just standing here normally. This is a beautiful day to stand here, isn't it? Inside that building smells horrible. Stinky as hell. I think someone doo-dooed everywhere."
We flash.
Looking up from the ground in a puddle of blood, William sees Alta disappear off the roof back towards the staircase.
Quickly after that, you see Fredrick scrambling to get on top of the roof after hanging off the side of it.
Alta.
Fredrick looks down at you. And he kind of gives a salute, kind of hand gesture, and then walks off, and you can't see him anymore.
And then I blacked out again. Work went late one night with my boss, so also my stomach was growling really loud on the walk back. So she actually invited me into dinner, and this is my first time meeting Miss Paris. And I walk into the room and I'm just like, "Miss Alta, I did not know you had a female goon. That is that's new. Nice to meet you."
This is my daughter. You've worked for me long enough. I feel like you can come to dinner with me occasionally. I made stew.
I love stew.
You two get to know each other. I'm gonna go get the bowls out.
Hi. My name is
Wow.
my name is William Deema. And I put out a hand.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Deema. And she does like a limp handshake.
I hope I'm not overstepping, but you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my entire life.
I wouldn't say that's overstepping. I think you're just trying to be kind and put some good out into the world. Heaven knows we need it.
I can eat 5 bowls of stew in one sitting. Does that impress you? Are you impressed by me?
I'm not sure how to feel,
Oh.
but you're funny.
Okay, I'll do as many as it takes to impress you.
I think one is just fine.
Okay, good. I'm not very hungry.
We flash.
As you lay gasping for air, nobody is by your side yet. And you're kind of like, as you're opening your eyes, they're getting heavier and heavier. And then down at your ribs, you feel a little licking. And you look down, and a coyote is just kind of licking at your ribs.
No, I got it. They need those for the doctors need to put those back in.
It bites the bone.
No! Okay, and now we flash back. Okay, so I tiptoe back into my apartment, and my parents are in the living room just dancing to a vinyl, and I go up into my mom's purse and I put some of the money in that I've gotten from work that day. And then I retire to my room. And when I take off my clothes, I'm all bruised up from the goon, just goon things. And I'm just like listening to them dance and like quietly, and I'm just like tending to them. And yeah, I think it's just a quiet moment where everything's fine, and the parents think I just came home from doing more papers. I don't think I have siblings. I think I might be an only kid. Okay, I'm an only kid, and they're just happy to see me home. Like, they just silently smile and...
William, is that you?
Yes, Mom, it's me.
Oh, hon, how was your paper wrap?
It was, I got a lot of paper cuts today. They sting pretty... paper cuts.
Oh, come here, boy. Let's see. Let me wrap this for you. And your father takes out a little bandage and wraps your hands.
How's work today, Dad?
Well, I can't really... I think they're gonna fire me.
We flash.
Alta is cradling your head, and she's like, No, William. And she wipes the blood away from your chin. William, hey. She kisses your forehead.
Hospital.
You're doing...
Hospital.
We're not gonna let you die. We're not gonna let you die, William. William, look at me. William.
Miss Paris.
Okay, and then we flash to... Me and Miss Paris have snuck into the horse track after hours. So it's just us at the highest bleacher, and the moon's overhead, and we're holding hands. And I think I just go, "May I please kiss you, Miss Paris? It would make me the happiest boy in this horse track, which I know there's no one else here, but..."
William, you know there's no one happy in Poppleton. Everyone here in Horseburg, we all got a little something. We all can be happy for something. And William, I'm happy because of you. You've made me so happy this last year or so. And I'm so thankful and appreciative, and I'd very much like to kiss you.
Okay, they kiss under the moonlight. This is their first kiss. And he pulls back and he smiles and he's all like, "Do I still have to call you Miss Paris?"
You can just call me Francine.
Okay, Francine.
We flash.
You come to, and Alta is not cradling you anymore. She is holding her gun up to the sky. You can't take him! And she starts to fire her gun into the sky, 3 shots. And then she lowers it a little bit and points it at the building and just fires the rest of her 3 shots into the building.
Jesus.
Alta.
He's mine!
So this is really recent. This is a few days after the incident, the naked incident, and I'm in the Soho part of town. It's expensive. I'm definitely out of place there. Also, I'm just looking at rings through windows. And also, I'm thinking of ways to make money. And I'm going into the alleys behind these jewelry shops because I'm like, people throw away food at restaurants after a busy day. Maybe they throw away a ring or two. And I'm digging through the trash and I'm not finding anything. And I'm just like, okay. Nothing in here, but, and then I see someone walk out from the back of the jewelry store with a trash can, and I'm just like, hey, there doesn't happen to be any rings that would fit, a beautiful young lady in there, would there?
Sorry, no, I don't have any money for you.
I mean, I do need that, I will be honest. What's the cheapest ring you have?
You're a customer.
I guess. One day.
Look, I'm closed. Yeah, come back another day.
Okay. But, like, how much should I have by then?
$20.
Okay. $20? Okay. I don't know. 20.
As you open your eyes one last time, you see Alta looking down at you, reloading her gun. I believe in God, the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of the Virgin Mary. suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into hell, and on the third day he rose again from the dead. He ascended into heaven and sits at the right hand of the God, the Father Almighty. From thence he will come to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Christian Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, and the resurrection of the body, and the life everlasting. Amen. And shoots William.
And scene. I think that's bad.
I think that was bad. And in Act 2, we are keeping the dice, so Lucci now has
Damn it!
2 good dice and 1 bad dice.
Oh, I'm gonna get a bad ending on top of all this. That sucks.
Act 2, Scene 2, my scene, I am going to establish. It is maybe a few hours after the end of last scene. Things have died down outside. Cops swung by. They're like, what the fuck happened? And the Fillion family, or what was left of them, because there's very few left that are not in jail, kind of just were like, I don't know, some fucking crazy woman. And so cops eventually left because also cops are corrupt. And I think they swing both ways when it comes to corruption. By corruption? I don't know.
I was about to applaud you for not going there.
But Fredrick then finally, after they leave, pokes his head out of their like stowaway hiding place to lay low. Is everything clear?
Hardly. You've made quite the mess here.
This is not.
Grandma's not gonna be too happy when she finds out about this mess you've made.
I don't see how this is my fault. That crazy woman came after us. I was only doing a little due diligence and trying to even out things.
You let her take shots at our home.
Our tapestries have holes in them. The family tapestries.
Now look, you made
She-
Jonathan cry.
I made these tapestries with love in every stitch.
Jonathan,
What?
I will be with you every weekend from now on to try to repair those.
No!
But
You and your gorilla hands, I don't want you to make them worse.
then let me lend my strength to you. If you need those large canvases brought up the stairs, I'll do it for you, Jonathan. I'll do anything for my family.
I want more. I want revenge on whoever put these holes in my tapestries.
And Jonathan, you have the right idea. You have the right fucking idea.
Fredrick, I would like to propose that you take a back seat from now on.
Dervish, I need you to take about 3 steps back into the fucking alley. That lady is not only just crossing me, but us.
Wasn't Pee-Pee Boy one of her own?
PP Boy was one of her own, and I was dealing with him. I was the one that took care of him.
No,
And I know
she
where they're-
finished him.
I know their operations. They're running a whole horse betting thing down at the racetrack. I know what they've been up to. I know that they've stolen the $100 stereotypes. We thought those went missing, yeah? But fucking Alta out there, she's one of the Asgersons.
Wait, we're gonna find the $100 stereotypes? A little girl comes out of one of the rooms and is like, the $100 stereotypes that Grandma's always talking about?
Yes. We thought the Asgersons were donezo, dead. We thought the job was finished.
This is getting too personal. They killed your father in that attack.
My father. And I know I don't mean to speak bad of family. Piece of shit. I still love him and I still love our family. But I need to finish this. I didn't get to fucking finish my beef with my dad, so now I'm gonna fucking finish my beef with this B word.
You promise you're running with your head and not your heart?
I always run with my feet and my head. That's why we're Fillions.
Dervish goes up and goes over to the little kid and picks her up and is like, "What do you think, Molly?"
I think if, Grandma, it seemed important to Grandma whenever she would tell me about it, so it's important to me, so I think, I'd like to see these, I think I want the 100, want the stamps I want you think about how happy Grandma will be when she gets out of jail and they're back here. You know, I want to. She made me happy, so I want to make her happy.
I'll get you my guys. We're behind you.
The little
Thank
girl
you,
gives you a hug. It was like, yay! Can I come?
No.
What?
You can come with me, Molly.
Yay! Can I hold your gun?
Here you go, Molly.
Yay! Oh, yay! Click, 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 click.
I was literally about to say, I know no. Fredrick turns to fucking Dirge and is like, I know no better marksman than you. But, okay.
I'll have one of my guys track her down.
We find her, we take care of her, we get what's ours back. For the Fillions, we reclaim this town, make it ours again.
I'm putting my weight behind you.
And
You know,
I'll-
now that Walt's in prison. I think you can really be the power for this family again.
Thank you, Dervish. Let's go fuck this up
Yeah.
in a good way. And
scene.
So I established.
I think that was good.
I think that was good.
You got what you wanted. You got an army of Fillions.
So I have 2 bad die and 1 good die.
A Fillion, a Fillion, a Fillion, a Fillion, a Fillion. A Philly, a Philly, a Philly, a Philly.
A filly. Oh, that's like you at the racetrack. A filly, a filly, a filly.
What do you mean?
It's a type of horse.
Oh, is it really?
You want to play a horse, but you don't even know the types.
And you call yourself a horse girl.
I'm the
Fake fan.
The type of horse that I am is fast.
Moss, Act 2, Scene 3. Will you establish or resolve?
I'm going to establish. That night, I come home coated in blood, and I set my gun, that is also coated in blood, down on the table. I light a cigarette, and I pour 2 glasses of whiskey. Francine!
A bedroom door opens nearby, and you see Francine in a little nightgown, a long nightgown all the way to her ankles, and she's just like, "Oh my God, Ma, are you?
I'm all right.
Well, whose blood is that? Is that your blood?
No.
What's going on? I point to one of the goons that's standing around the kitchen. I'm like, go get us some Band-Aids and you should not be drinking right now. We should be pouring this on the wound.
Nope.
This is a wait.
There is no wound in my flesh, only in my spirit.
Whose blood is this?
Take a drink.
Take
a drink, Francine. Take a drink.
Francine takes a drink.
Sit down. Do you want a cigarette?
No, I want to know what happened. What happened to William?
You've been getting close with William, right?
He's always with you this late. He's always here to help you with your nightcap, pour it for you.
You're getting close with William, right?
Yeah. I mean, we like to talk. He's a sweet boy. But everything's just professional. I know he's your best goon.
Why didn't you protect him?
What do you
didn't set him on the right path.
What do you mean? What do you mean I didn't set him on the right path? I'm not. Why are you talking like this? Why are you talking like something happened? I need answers.
He wasn't willing to do what had to be done.
What? I thought you said he was different. I thought you said William was family. I thought you said that that you weren't gonna do anything to him.
I didn't. I did what I had to. I did what I had to. And she slugs her drink and sets the glass on the table. He wasn't gonna make it.
What did you do to William?
He had cornered a Fillion, and he didn't kill the Fillion. I told him to kill the Fillion, and he couldn't do it.
So okay, so he's not a murderer.
But his hesitation cost him. He was never going to be clean like you. Did you tell him he could be?
I mean, I think he could be whatever he wants to be on account of his own, willpower. Like he's very. I I don't know. We said a lot of things to each other.
I was working with him to give you your future you deserved. And you took that from me. You made him go clean.
I didn't know that him and my future were mutually exclusive. I thought maybe that they could kind of be the same. I thought maybe they could coexist. I thought maybe,
How was that gonna happen if he didn't get his hands dirty?
Is he?
I shot him myself. Fell off the roof. And he wasn't gonna make it, so I put him out of his misery.
I think my character, throws her drink in your face and starts pulling on your hair and just fucking freaking out until the goons pull her off. And it's just like freaking out. I think she's just like hysterical and is all like, you fucking Bible freak piece of shit. You're always fucking taking those words and twisting them around to back up whatever insane plan you have. And now you went in and you killed the man I loved, and now what are you gonna do to make this better? What are you gonna do to bring him back? And what you think the Bible, you just do whatever you want and it's justified? No, that's not how it works.
I know what is justified. I know what is right. Don't you dare talk to me about what is right.
I don't think so. I don't think Jesus would like you killing people. I don't think he would like you trying to get people to kill people. I don't think any of this is what he would want.
She slaps you. Do you think it's not justified to kill the bad people? Do you think Jesus wants us to leave these wretched pieces of shit?
I think you're one of them. And then she runs off to her room and slams the door.
Alta just refills her glass, and
The goons are looking at each other like, ooh. Awkward.
Pulling the neck on their shirts. Ooh.
she goes over to your doorway, and she sips her glass, and starts to say something a couple of times, but just stops herself.
You hear sobbing inside the room.
And I think she just sits there, standing at the doorway for like 5 hours.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Fuck.
Before she decides to call it a night.
You hear her, well, in those 5 hours, you just hear her sob for a while and like shout William's name, or at least to herself, and then probably pass out.
End scene? I don't know, I established.
And scene.
Was that good or bad? I think bad for you, Moss. I don't think your daughter's very happy at you.
I'm the only thing you have now, and I hate you.
Act 2.
You want me to act 2? Okay. Sorry.
Too much candy for Lucci.
Wait, where? I finished all mine. It's not funny. I have a problem. I'm having withdrawal.
Okay, Act 2.
Give me the crispy, crunchy Skittles pop.
No.
Freeze-dried candy.
After the scene.
Okay, fine. I'll do so well then.
Act 2, Scene 4. Lucci, your last scene. Will you establish or resolve?
I like to establish that my character's eating candy.
No.
Okay, so Miss Paris, Francine, me.
Are you establishing?
I'm establishing. I'm inside my bedroom crying, and an idea pops into my head so quickly, and it's just that I need to get out of there. I don't want to be here anymore. I think I just pretend to like fall asleep, and I just listen to the sound of my mom stand there for hours. We're in like almost like a standoff showdown of like me pretending I don't know what she's doing, and eventually I hear her walk away, and that's when I start to pack a bag, and I go down the window because it's something I've done 1,000 times to hang out with William. And right now my plan is I'm going to the racetrack because I want to find a horse, because I want to leave. And I feel like I don't know how to hotwire a car, but I think I could figure out a horse. I'm gonna go solo because right now I'm heartbroken, and usually I'm like wearing white. I usually like wearing bright colors because I keep them clean. But now I'm wearing black because I'm a widow. I'm dramatic as hell. And I'm like, I'm going to go and I'm not going to turn back. So yeah, I go down to the track and leave everything behind. Leave my mom alone, because I think it's what she deserves. And I don't think I'll be truly happy if I stay with her. So I go up to a stable and I hear, "Oh, you got any apples?" I'm like, "Hey, buddy, I sure do." He's like, "I'll take you anywhere for an apple." And I'm just like, wow, I've had a really rough day. I really like your convenience is really helping me through. "Oh, I'm sorry about the long face. I always have one, but I'm sure yours will go away not too long." And I'm just like, "Oh, that's really sweet. Do you know any good places to go to start over?" I mean, there's a nice apple orchard not like a couple hours up north."
You hear a couple knocks, like in
That
the
sounds like
stable
heaven.
door.
"I can go for a few apples." "Nay, nothing to see in here."
Miss, are you okay? Who are you talking to?
"I'm talking to the horse." And I look up and it's just a normal horse that just goes. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. If I've had a really long day, I think I was having some sort of psychotic episode. I could have sworn the horse was talking to me and comforting me.
You turn back and you see Fredrick standing there.
I don't think I know Fredrick.
And Fredrick doesn't know you.
"Oh, is this your horse? I'm sorry. I just needed to borrow it for a little bit."
No, it's okay, ma'am. I'm just trying to find a friend of mine. She's about yay tall, kind of
Is that how tall my mom
odd
is?
looking lady. I think her name is Alta or something.
Oh man.
She owes me something, and I thought she had some business here, and I heard one of her compatriots was here, so I'm trying to get back what's mine. You know how it is. I'm trying to do my best. Do you know where she is at all by chance?
Are you in the same line of work as my mother? Are you in the shady line of work too?
He kind of cocks his head a little bit, like, No, I'm not the shady line. She just she took some stuff from me, and her being in the shady line of business, that's not very fair, and I want to get back what's mine. She's not a very good person.
No, I'm starting to learn how selfish she is. She takes a lot.
It's almost like she's the absolute worst and is a ruthless killer. But let's just say, yeah, she took some stuff from me, and I'm trying to find where she is, because she's kind of disappeared.
I can tell you where she is, as long as you let her know that I'm the one that gave you directions.
That works with me.
Okay. So I give the directions, and I'm like,
And what's your name? Let me know who passed this message along to me.
Frances Paris. That's my mom. You're about to go talk to.
What?
I call her mom earlier. I thought maybe that would give it away. Sorry, I didn't think I'd have to get so. But yeah, no, that's my mom.
Fredrick goes like wide-eyed and just kind of stares off to the side, being like,
I hope that doesn't change our
"Fuck, I'm such an
our
idiot."
chill vibe. Like, I'm just like, just because I'm her daughter doesn't mean I'm not. I don't know anything about her line of work. I'm not really. I'm just. I need to get out of here. I need to start over.
No, I understand. I am sorry about your mother being your mother, and I wish you luck going forward.
Thank you, sir. That's very sweet. Can you help me up on this here horse?
Sure.
Thank you. And then
Huh?
I get up on the horse, and I'm just like, I hope you get what you're looking for, because it sounds like it was taken from you in the first place. Yeah, so
It was.
it's nice that you have the opportunity to get back what you lost.
I hope you're able to get the life that you've missed out on.
For now, I just need. I'm just gonna. It's time to giddy up. I just need to giddy up out of here. Good luck. Bye bye.
See ya.
What do you do? How do you do this? Yeah.
The horse just sprints straight out.
As she's screaming off into the distance, another Fillion emerges from like nearby that was kind of just hiding away while this interaction was going. Bobby, I need you to keep an eye on her. Follow her around to make sure she's not going to do anything fucked
Which
up.
one of these horses is the fastest?
Oh my god, a horse chase is crazy.
Lucky Lady Lori over there. She's
right.
she's the fastest one.
Saddle up, Sally.
That's not her name. She won't like that.
Yeah!
Does he also scream?
No.
Ah! End scene. Was that good or bad for Lucci?
It was good. I got what I got. I mean, okay, bad but good. I got what I wanted.
Yeah, I think that's good. Here's your good night.
Oh wow, fuck yes. Maybe I'll get a good ending.
Act 2, Scene 5. My final scene.
Do you desire to establish or do you desire to resolve?
I am going to establish.
Okay.
We cut to the clomping of horse hooves. Clomp, 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 clomp. But it's in the dead of night, and we see that a bunch of Fillions are on horseback. And they kind of circle around like a couple block radius. But we see Fredrick and a couple other Fillions on horse. And they kind of get off of the horses. I'm like, okay.
It's like angry mob. Like how many are there?
15.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. This is what we're doing. We're gonna approach slowly. Stay to the sides of things. Stay out of the open. And once we get to the building, where we take it, we use our intelligence. We use our head. We don't be stupid.
How do we use our intelligence?
We clear room one. We clear each room one at a time. And when we eventually find her, we interrogate her, find out where the stereotypes are. We kill her, and then we get the hell out of there. Does that sound good, Dervish?
Well, I think you have earned a slot in the Hall of Fame for the Fillion family.
Molly, is that okay with you?
I'm so glad you asked. I was worried you were only gonna ask Dervish. But yes, I think that sounds fantastic. I just feel like there's a lot of people here and all their voices deserve to be heard, and we should go through all 15 and make them say something.
Molly, you're our lookout. Things go bad, start screaming your little head off.
Oh my god, with pleasure.
That's why we trust you. Alpha team, go.
As you approach the house, you see on the top of the door frame a bloody handprint smeared across the top.
That's not scary at all.
I'm scared.
Molly, stay a block back.
Oh, sorry. When do I start screaming? Right now?
Your lookout.
Oh, okay. I'll look out.
For other people.
Oh, okay.
For other people. I think a different Fillion, just a nameless one, opens up the front door kind of slowly.
I got the door.
He sees just like a goon asleep in a chair in the living room.
We see that Fillion, like, eerily quietly but fast go up to the goon and slice his throat.
You can see some candlelight from the kitchen, and you hear the stove boiling some water and like some light rhythmic tapping. Myself some coffee.
Who is that?
The other goon.
Oh, okay. Okay, how many goons are there? I thought there was like 5. Only 2?
They all approach the doorway to the kitchen.
15 guys?
Not
approach- And
15.
one guy with a coffee?
A good group. Not all
No,
15.
I'm just thinking that's like an oh fuck moment for this one goon.
Oh, yeah. And I think they try to go take him out.
The floor creaks as one of them steps, and
Yeah.
he's turning around with the boiling kettle, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And he drops the kettle.
What is he doing? That's a perfect
That's it.
weapon right there.
You
Come on,
can get
dude.
15 guys with that
The-
one weapon. Goddamn.
And the boiling water just splashes up and gets on his crotch.
Oh.
That's hot.
And he's like, "Oh!"
And I think that just...
Take himself out? Do they have to do anything?
Pretty much. He goes, oh! And then they just walk up and just poke him with a knife. And Fredrick's like, well, damn, that was, I guess upstairs. So they go upstairs to try to find Alta, because Alta's still not here.
And since it's really, really early in the morning, you just hear some light rustling from her bedroom. You see a little trail of whiskey leading in.
They send that one Fillion that snuck in to open the bedroom door slowly.
You see her window is wide open, and she's like some moonlight is shining into her bed, and she's like very restlessly like and the bottle of whiskey is like half empty, a little bit spilling into her bed. She has a glass on the floor, and she's just kind of like rolling around a little bit, just restless and like moaning.
Do we care about subtlety right now? Wait, what do they call them, bitches? I just feel like I hate her. What's a mean word to call them?
This is all diegetic. He turns back.
Oh yeah, the bitch is in here.
Do we call her a bitch? I don't know if we're.
Is that too gendered of a term? I don't think. I just hate her as a person, and I can't think of a word to use. Sorry for saying bitch. I've been hanging out with Jarvis a lot lately. I don't.
I think Fredrick takes the initiative and approaches Alta in bed.
You. Oh, hi. The Angel of Death's been here.
Yeah. And now he's gonna be visiting you real fucking soon. But first, tell me what those fucking stereotypes are. Where's the prince?
You're not supposed to split the baby. You're misreading Solomon if you think splitting the baby is the answer.
What's wrong with her?
I have no fucking clue. I'm gonna be honest. I know we just saw her daughter. Did she split her daughter in half? I thought we had a guy watching that.
I don't.
Why would I give you the stereotype? The families couldn't split the stereotype.
It wasn't gonna be split in the first place.
My father was weak. He shouldn't have split it with you.
Where the fuck are the stereotypes?
I don't know.
How many fingers is it gonna take for you to tell us where the goddamn stereotypes are?
I've got one for you. And she holds up her middle finger.
I think Crazy Boy cuts it off.
Oh!
Did I do good, Fredrick? I'm sorry.
He grabs your hand where you're missing your finger and starts like pressing his thumb into the open wound. Now tell me where they fucking are, or you're gonna be in a lot more pain and missing a lot more fucking fingers. What was that? What was that? I can't hear you under your mumbling. Where is it? He's pressing in harder. Come on. I know you know. I know. We've had this conversation before. Where is it? I know you know. I know you fucking know. He releases a little bit.
I put it. I make the boy take him.
The boy? Who's the boy? Who's the boy?
William.
So where did William put him?
Around the corner and up your ass.
He cuts off your pinky.
I think she just passes out.
He just like throws your hands just over, just limp. Fucking damn it. Fuck. Billy Bob, stay and watch her. Make sure she doesn't do anything. Actually, Dervish, you stay with her as well.
I don't want to be alone with this misogynist.
Fine. Dervish, come with me. Mary, you and Billy Bob, watch her. Make sure if she gets up, start screaming. Everyone else, search the place.
End scene.
I think they start tearing apart the house.
It's a bad die.
I have 3 bad die and 1 good die.
Ooh, that could actually end up pretty good for you.
Okay, Moss, Act 2, Scene 6. The final scene. Will you establish or resolve?
I am going to establish. It is 2 days later, and the Fillion clan has still not found the stereotype. They followed up on the idea that it was with William, and that got him nowhere. And so their only idea left was to try and bring Alta to her daughter and see if threatening either one of them would make the other say anything.
Okay. Miss Alta, it is midnight at the horse race track. And we're all standing in the horse race track. We have Miss Alta bound a little bit. She's kneeling and she's looking, and about 20 feet away is her daughter, bound, not kneeling, but her hands are behind her back. There's some Fillion family members like kind of holding her. And there's some other Fillion members holding down Alta. And then Fredrick is kind of in between the two. And he turns to Alta. He's like, okay, Alta, one last time. One last time. Where the fuck are those fucking stereotypes?
You're wasting your time bringing me back here. She doesn't give a shit about me or anyone. It does. She's not gonna tell you where those stereotypes are.
We searched the William boys' place. We didn't find nothing. So one last fucking time, or your daughter's gonna start losing fingers of her life. Where are the stereotypes?
Something that we can spare. Do you know who you are?
Your daughter's life you're willing to spare?
You fucking bitch.
Do you know who you are?
He kind of throws his hands up and is
You're
like,
Pontius Pilate. You are crucifying us. You are cruel. You are evil.
I think that is subjective compared to what you have done in the past and currently, my lady. And he does a tip of the hat gesture. Dervish, cut off 2 of
3. Make it 3.
Cut off 2 of Miss Paris's fingers.
No. You promised me. You told me good luck.
Billy Bob.
I gave you her address. What changed? Why am I back here?
Billy Bob, cut off Miss Alta's hand.
Well, freaking my character's thrashing around whenever someone gets close.
I think they get 1 finger off of you.
Oh my god. Fuck.
I think they get your hand off.
Yeah, just shoom, and the hand is gone.
I didn't want to have to go to this. You know, I know I'm not the best of people, but I really try to avoid this stuff if we can. You know, the Fillions, we try to keep our hands in, we try to keep to the shadows, but we try to stay clean in the shadows. But, you know, look what you've made us do.
It's your decision. You can't say I made you do anything. You did this of your own free will.
You could end all of this. You could have a happy life with your daughter. All we need to know is where those impressions are. We've checked. We've checked the horseshoes. We know it's not the horseshoes.
But you believed me for a second.
We were being due diligent.
Her hand that you cut off, like the arm slips through the bandage that you had her arms tied up together with. So now she's like a little bit more free, and she falls into the mud a little bit and sinks in.
The finger they got is the one that I had my tinfoil ring on too, by the way.
Oh.
And it's making me sad to see it on the ground. I'm crying.
Okay. Fellow Fillions, we okay with just killing Miss Alta? I think she is past insanity and is going to be no more help to us.
May God do to you what you deserve.
I think we deserve those impressions. I think he cocks his gun and just shoots Miss Alta in the head. And she's dead. Okay. Miss Paris, I know you said you didn't know a lot about your mother's business.
Nothing.
He bites his lip and sucks some air through his teeth. I don't know.
What?
Someone's gotta know. Your mom was way past it. Did your mom ever tell you about, hey, I need to hide some important documents. Look here.
Did she?
Family treasure. Did she let you know of anything? She trusted you.
I was just, she kept me in my room all the time. I was barely, she'd play the vinyl real loud sometimes to drown out what she was up to. She was real clever. I swear I didn't know anything. It doesn't matter how many fingers you cut off, it's not gonna make me remember something I don't know. I want to help you. I tried giving you the address. I don't care about all this. I don't care about the money. She killed my fiance, and I need to go mourn him properly.
You know what? He walks over to Dervish. He's like, and I think they talk a little bit, kind of to themselves, kind of quietly. Some of the other Fillions standing around, not even sure what's going on. And the little huddle finally breaks. Fredrick turns back to you. He's like, you know what? Based off other things, I can't believe I'm fucking saying this. I thought I was gonna be fucking ruthless here, but you know, I think I just get the fuck out of town. Get out of here. You can do what you want.
Are you serious? You said that last time and then you knocked me out and dragged me back here.
Well, you know, we thought you were more involved, but...
I'm not going towards any stamps or anything. I don't know if this is like a ploy.
Talking to Dervish here, he believes you too. And if he believes you, and if I believe you, fuck it. Whatever. If you don't know where it is, and you can't find it, and we can't find it, I think she probably destroyed him or something. That was probably what the fucking cut the babies in half shit was. Talking about the fucking impressions, she probably threw him under a train or some shit. So fucking just get the fuck out of here. Just get out of town.
Francine starts to cry. It's like, I feel like I should say thank you, but I also just watched. I don't feel like you deserve. I don't know who's good or bad anymore. I'm just gonna go.
And he just kind of like looks away and like angry and just not kind of listening to anyone anymore.
Yeah, I like shake leg up to my horse. Well, no, first I bend down and I pick up my finger in the ring.
Oof.
And I put it on a different tinfoil, but just like William said, it's tinfoil so I can fit to any finger it needs to. So it fits on the new one perfectly. And I climb onto the horse. I look back at my dead mom.
You could swear she's smiling at you.
That's creepy.
In the moonlight? Oh.
In the mud.
And yeah, I guess I go faster than I did before because now there really, literally is nothing here for me. I do the yaw.
All you hear is the wet slopping of the hooves, the muddy track.
Yeah, and I'm crying, and then as we just go. And yeah, we just ride. It's midnight, and we ride for a while until I think I see the sun rising. But yeah, it's not very pretty.
End scene.
I'm sad. This was a really sad freaking
The endings
fiasco
always
game.
end up sad.
That was a really good one.
Okay.
Okay.
Moss, was that good?
God, I had 2 bad endings. That's why I feel double sad. I was like, why do I feel so sad?
Moss, was that good or bad for you?
Bad.
Oh, bad. Actually, you gotta go to the pearly gates. That's exactly what you want.
I don't think she's going to the pearly gates.
She followed the Bible to a T. She
Well,
was-
actually, yeah. All you
Oh my
need
god,
to-
you know she's there at the gates of hell arguing her ass off. I would like to reference page 412, verse 5.
Actually, I have a reservation in the other restaurant.
It's not my fault you forgot to put my name down. Make room.
So that has been the ending of Act 2 of our Horse Fever game. Stay tuned after the credits to hear our aftermath scenes. But right now, before the credits, we are gonna roll to see where our characters all end up after this little shindig. So everyone will roll their positive and negative dice together, see what they get.
I got a positive 11.
Shit.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
I'll send you a picture in a second.
fuck yes.
I got a 1.
Ooh.
You fucking deserve it.
I got a -5. Rough. You are getting whipped like a rented mule. for starters, and you will remember this episode for all of your diminished days. The lesson you learned will be profound, lingering, and painful.
White One, dreadful. You are certainly dead, probably from a self-inflicted wound. People you care about are also probably dead, maybe through your own stupid, ugly failure. To say that you fucked up is an insult to fucked upness. You have redefined the term. That's accurate.
That's pretty fucking
That's
accurate.
very accurate.
That's really accurate.
So I got a white 11. Not too shabby. You've made it out with dignity intact, through some fluke. There might even be a little profit or self-respect or something. Time to throw a little party for all your friends. I don't have any, but
You have a horse.
I do have a horse.
And now, the credits. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. Thank you to Bully Pulpit Games for letting us use their wonderful game. Thank you to Luca Monfrey for our spectacular intro music. You can follow them at Horrible Smell on Instagram. Most of our production music is by Joel Stedler. You can follow him on his Patreon. Our outro music is Inward by Hans Troost. And you can follow the podcast on Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok, all at Pulp Panic Pod. This story is based off the Horse Fever playset, written by Ariele, Agostini, Flavio, Mortarino, Lorenzo, Lorenzo Tucci, Sorrentino. Edited by Giuliano Barbano and Renato Ramonda. Translated by Giuliano Barbano. This was a collaboration between Cranio Creations and Bully Pulpit Games, Cranio Creations being responsible for Horse Fever. Thank you so much. Don't forget to leave us a review wherever you happen to be listening and to spread the word about Pulp Panic. It truly, truly does help. And now, the aftermath.
In a good die, while going through William's room after he died, his parents find a huge stash of money. They're not gonna go under now that he's dead.
I'm gonna use a good die also for the parents. The money holds them over till the dad's able to find a stable job. But with the leftover money I think they have before the dad's able to find a steady job, they actually, it's expensive, but they're able to buy a gravestone for their son, which I think is something that people of their wealth, of their class, don't usually have the privilege of getting.
In a bad die, even though Fredrick and Dervish thought it was okay to let her go, if they never found the impressions, word gets back to Grandma Fillion in prison and all the other higher-up Fillions that got arrested by corrupt judges. And Fredrick and Dervish are heavily punished, but especially Fredrick for kind of failing this mission.
In a good die, Dervish, during the Great Depression, manages to become a silent movie star.
He would, misogynist. Okay, I'm gonna use a bad die. So it's like 100 years in the future, and the horse.
So it's literally today.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, yeah.
And the horse track is getting torn down. It's getting built into houses. But while the construction place is digging, there's some kids nearby, and they're like, "Do you hear that drumming noise?" And the drum is getting louder. I'm trying to do a Jumanji thing where we're setting it up for a sequel. They hear drumming, and they're just like, "Yeah, it's coming from the construction site," and they're just like, weird, like what that noise is coming from. Basically, I have the prince buried underneath the horse track, and they're about to get dug up, and they're about to be a really fun Jumanji adventure.
Okay.
A Jumanji adventure through the U.S. mints.
Yep. And that's a red die because everybody knows Jumanji fucks your shit up. Dun 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 dun.
In a bad die, Fredrick, while not necessarily fully outcasted from the family, is very much not given a lot of help by anyone else, especially when the Fillions get big in the movie business or start making it kind of bigger in the entertainment side of things. Fredrick is not really given any access to the wealth that they accrue on that side of things.
In a bad die, 10 years before the events of everything during that initial, slaughter of the families, the revenge that gets brought down on her family, she thought she didn't care, but she didn't think about her grandfather. She got her grandfather killed, and that was a real breaking point for her.
This is the next day. Miss Paris wakes up to apple juice hitting her face because she passed out on the orchard because she was so tired from riding all night and morning. And she just looks up and the horse is just going to town on an apple tree, and it's just, its tail is wagging. It's like, it's happy. And she just, she's not happy, but she watches her horse be happy. And she doesn't feel anything, but she watches. And that's her party with her friends.
Oh,
She eats
no.
one apple during it just because her stomach won't stop rumbling.
Fredrick ends up in prison because an anonymous witness that is actually ends up being a fellow Fillion turns him in.
Molly?
Molly. That he was the one that threw William over the side of the building.
So for my final bad die, Alta killed her husband
Shit.
in just a moment of pure rage. In just a not that large of a disagreement about how they should raise their 3-year-old daughter.
Fucking Christ.
And she pushed him down into the ravine.
Is this pre or post religion?
Kinda both. Like, she was raised religious, but
Not crazy yet.
after that, she kind of decided that she made the right decision, and she started to moralize it.
During Francine Paris's alone time with her horse, she discovers a passion for learning. She always liked to read, and she ends up going to university.
Shit.
Where we currently see her, she is undecided. She's an undergrad. She's first just got there, but one thing that she inherited from her mom was that, damn, she was a hard worker, and so is her daughter. She's still got her horse, and things are looking better. She's got friends now. She's chilling. But it's been like a while, because I
Yeah.
think she was like 17 when this thing happened, and now she's like 16, 17.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. 20s, it's fine. And now I think at this point she's like 19 or 20.
Good for her.
That's a good die. That's my final good die.
My final good die is Fredrick actually spends a lot of time in prison writing. Kind of writing just the accounts of everything. This weird feud between the Fillions and the Asgersons. And he eventually is visited by like a great nephew of his in prison because it's a life sentence. But he actually ends up forming a little bit of a bond with this nephew, and that his writings go on to become the first big script / production that the Fillion production company would make that got Dirk Fillion big. Of course, the names were changed so it couldn't be tied back to Dirk's family itself, but that was the thing that made Dirk Fillion big.
I have one more good die.
You have another good die?
I have one more good die.
Okay.
I'm gonna use it on the horse. He doesn't find any other horses that can talk like him, but he gets a job as a radio host. People don't know he's a horse, so the horse becomes a radio host for the campus that Miss Paris is on.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back. I'm a human. Thanks for tuning in. This week we're gonna talk about horseshoes.
Should they be cleaned more?
Yeah.
Should they be made out of this new material called plastic or stave metal?
Yeah, and if they're so lucky, why do mine keep getting stuck to the damn cobblestones of this campus? I mean, My horses get stuck. Nay. Nay. Okay. Also, if you cut that, I'm quitting the podcast. It's very important to me that this horse character has a final scene.
Yeah. And now we're gonna roll the dice to see what our April playset is gonna be. So 1 to 2 will be Ranger Down, written by me. 3-4 will be Living the Dream, written by Moss. And 5-6 will be Penthouse, written by Jason Morningstar. 4, Living the Dream, Moss.
Oh,
we're
God.
doing your playset. I almost said we're doing you, but we're not. See you in April for the...
This is gonna be a crazy first time ever for the Pulp Panic podcast. How well are we gonna handle it?
How well can Moss write something? We'll all judge it next month.
You can always read what I write.
Well, that has been Pulp Panic. Thank you so much for listening.
Run.
Thank you to the horses that listen as well.
Nay.
I have been Jared.
I've been Moss.
I've been Lucci.
Don't be fools out there. Thank you again.
Thank you.
See you next month.
We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
No, it's Dervish, not Jesus.
Yeah.
Also, get closer to your mic,
Okay.
slut.
What the? What the?
Sorry, I was trying to be honest.
It doesn't even make sense.
No, I'm just getting into Dervish. I'm sorry. No.
No. That excuse does not work here.
No.
That excuse does not work here. That makes that Dervish. That nothing to do with Dervish.
I was still doing the Dervish voice. I'm
Why
sorry.
was Dervish? No, you were not. That was a normal voice.
No.
That was normal Moss. No.
That was normal
No,
Moss.
no,
And also
no.
earlier off the mic, Moss literally said, "I could say whatever I want if I say it was in character." You said that in the kitchen, and
It was a slightly different context. I'm sorry. I'm losing the grounds between Dervish and myself. I'm sorry,
what does
Lucci.
that mean?
Can that be the end of episode button?
So now it just me and Jared are on the podcast. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fuck.
I've lost it.
Fuck.
Wow.
Holy shit.